before. Okay. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna pause my Facebook one for a bit and just go on my YouTube so my phone can charge and then go from there. Thanks for watching. How do I turn this thing off? Break for a minute. Let's hop on this one. Why don't we go live on my TikTok? Why not? Let's try it. I want to try it. Why not? Let's see how this works. Hello, who's joining my live? I'm the fish lady. Not really, but at the same time, yeah, I am. It's my first live, guys, on TikTok. If y'all are watching, say hi. Let me know if you're a fish keeper, fish lover, whatever. I'd love to know. Right now I'm in the middle of cleaning my fish tank, siphoning it from my sink, and just deep cleaning the sand as much as I can. So if y'all are live, let me know. I'm on my YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Let me see. Hi, Adam. Hey, guys. I'm going to put you guys at a better angle here so you guys are like next to each other. I'm on 2 devices. Doing my tank at the same time, y'all. Let me see. I'll eat that thing from the back. Hey, don't say that about my child. Look, I'm sure. Look, I'm a fish eater too, but I wouldn't, the fish that I have, I wouldn't eat him. Even if he passes away, I'll put him in a yard or something, but I wouldn't eat my child. Come on now, guys. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Okay, right now I'm just cleaning my fish tank, but I'll take time for like a minute just to read some comments. Michelle, hi, how are you? I'm good, how y'all doing? Girl, I'll have you biting sheets. Oh, come on now, come on. You guys are funny. Yep. Right now we're just cleaning my 75-gallon fish tank. Do any of y'all have any fish at all? Because yes, this is my thing when it comes to fish. I'm a kid, my name is Paisley. Hi Paisley. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend goldfish unless you make sure you have a 50+ gallon fish tank, which I do have a 75. Goldfish I did keep before. They are not my fish that I would say to start off with. They are one of the most dirtiest fish in the hobby. They do produce more than other fish, honestly. And not saying that other fish don't produce a lot, but goldfish are one of the hardest to keep because of how often you have to do their water changes. They produce more ammonia and stuff like that. But goldfish, they're not a bad fish. You just gotta have the right water changes, mindset for them, and overall just tank setup. But Oscars, I tell you what, they're like dogs in a fish tank, guys. Hi, Carter. Oh, my nephew's on here. I'm trying to see. Love you, bud. That's so funny. Hey, dude, how you doing? Love you too. I'm so happy. I haven't talked to my nephew in forever. I miss them, my nephews and my niece. Just for echo purposes, they eat and buy cichlids. You look like a hun. You look like what? Hun? From Stray Kids? Red Doe? I don't honestly know what that is, but I'll take whatever. That's okay. I'm me. Love you. Please play the song Flickering Lights by Alexander Hits. I don't know how I could play songs on here at the same time, to be honest, while I'm doing my live. Oh, heck yeah, Carter. What kind of fish are you gonna get, dude? That's awesome. But anyway, so right now we're just draining the tank. It's kind of like a process I'm waiting on. Sorry, I'm kind of like doing my live on both streams right now. This is my first TikTok live, and then this is like my second or third live right now that started today on my YouTube channel as well, aside from that. So I have 2 devices that I'm going off of. So if you see me like stopping to read, that's why. Oh my gosh, Carter. Pufferfish or saltwater fish? I mean, if you have like the income for it, I tell you what, it's so worth it. They're so fun. I do want a pufferfish, but honestly, saltwater versus freshwater is just easier. But if you can do it and you manage, I mean, shoot, I'm proud of you now. Let's see. Does your son go to... No, my son is actually 7 years old. He doesn't go to middle school. My nephews, though, go to middle school. Well, one of them does. The other one's still in elementary. I believe he's 12, so. Of course. Love you, Carter. I honestly don't want to share personal information on my family, like what schools they go to, but I will say we live in Utah. That's the closest you'll get from me. Hold on, I gotta like angle my phone just right so it's like easier for y'all to see on the YouTube stream. While I wait for this freaking 75 to drain, dude. I was cleaning my sand. This stupid phone charger just doesn't want to participate. There we go. Now we got it. Yeah, sorry, Michelle, nothing personal. Okay, all right, y'all. So, this is my 75-gallon fish tank. Just want you guys to be aware what and how I'm doing my deal here. I have like a canister filter. Those who want to maybe upgrade your guys' fish tanks when you guys do decide to upgrade or go bigger. Unless you just want to stick with small, that's okay too. Everybody's necessities and needs are different. My thing is I love fish tanks. And what I would say is, so I have a Forza canister filter for the 75-gallon here. And let me see this one. Thank you. Thank you, Channel Chatter. This one, these are what you would use, okay? One of these and 2 of these. If you don't have these, it's okay to use 3 of these when you're changing the filters out from your canister filter. Anyway, basically cartridges. I'm sorry, these are basically cartridges, all right? Not the filter is the canister itself. You don't want to get that confused. But if anybody that is curious about their fish tanks and stuff like that, if you have one and you deal with bad odors in your fish tank, you do not want your fish tank to smell. You don't want to walk into your home or have your guest walk into your home, let alone just you yourself, and then be like, what is that smell? It smells like pond water. It smells like shit, basically, okay? You do not want that. So what I would recommend is you would get a bag, which I'm going to be doing the canister in a little bit. I'm still waiting for this to drain. And you would do the bag. You get this for like $5. I do this at, well, I get this at my local fish store. And this would be Pets and Such. It's based here in Utah. That's where I live. It would be on Bangerter and 35th South here. And they are amazing. I love, you know, Justin, Jess. I love all the people that are there. They help you out so much. And they are like family. And they've helped me out in my learning journey with fish as well. And anyways, also Taylor from the Waterfront, another store that is here. Great guy. He knows what he is doing, and he has a bunch of rare fish too. And I got this from Pets and Such this time, but I also got this exact same bag from Waterfront as well. Same price. It's $4.99, and this could last you like quite a bit of water changes. I'd say depending on the size of your tank and how much you use. For my 75-gallon, this is activated charcoal. This is what takes the odors out of your tank and makes it so you could just walk in and it smells good. Like you don't have that issue of anything smelling bad, okay? This will, so for the size of a 75-gallon tank, it's a half cup of activated charcoal that you want to use. This is the bag that you would put it in. So when you go to put it in your canister, or if you have a smaller filter, then you can put it in a bag too. Just get a smaller one and fold it, whatever you need to do, and just put it in your filter and it does the work for you. Do not let it exceed a certain limit though, because I let this last for about 3 months and then I do my water changes and stuff like that. Though it's recommended like every 2 weeks or so, I've stretched out and made it easier for me, so I don't have to do that. Let me see. I don't know how that works. Hold on. That's for her. Advice for, hold on, hard water problems. So just make sure that when it comes to your hard water, like, are you talking about, hold on. Sorry, y'all. It's like my first time doing TikTok thing. Invite something to co-host with one other creator. What does that mean when you're trying to co-host on TikTok? Sorry, I'm kind of slow. Still learning some things. But going back to your question, channel chatter, and then I'll get back to this. Hard water, like when it dries on your tank and stuff, the thing is make sure you're keeping up with your water changes. Or if your tank water starts to evaporate and you realize you're letting it sit there and it dries over time, especially when you're utilizing salt, because that really is what adds up to the hard water as well. Make sure that you continuously scrub it. I'd recommend getting like a sponge. Make sure it's like not so badly used to where the hairs are starting to separate from the sponge. I like to use this type of sponge, but hot, warmish water, mix it with baking soda and white vinegar. Not apple cider vinegar, not any other type of vinegar, just white vinegar. If you mix that together and you just keep going in circular patterns and motions and whatnot, you won't have to worry about that hard water building up so much on your tank. Because I have had hard water built up, but if you keep up with it and you don't let it sit for such a long period of time, like months, you know what I mean? I mean weeks or months at a time, then you will just take the baking soda, white vinegar, mix it together. Just get a decent amount to the point where it's like, okay, this is a good mixture. Just don't do too much where it's not needed. But anyway, just enough to make it into the water. Go in circular patterns and scrub that glass and then rinse it down, and you shouldn't have that hard water problem. The good thing about baking soda and vinegar, specifically for fish as well, it is a safe cleaning agent to utilize. Do not ever use dish soap, okay? Don't use dish soap because that can kill your fish. So hopefully that answered your question. Going back to what I was saying earlier though, yeah, measure this, look it up on Google to your measurements of the size of your tank, put it in this little bag, rinse it with cold water, not warm, not hot, rinse it in cold water, put it, seal it in the bag, lock it in, and put it in your filter. Canisters, it depends on what kind of canister you got, basically different models, but the way that the levels of your canister are, you would need to put certain like bags of certain cleaning agents, however you utilize, like Purigen. This is whoops. So this is Purigen. use it no more. I only used it one time. And I only used this one time is because when I was, okay, let me tell you what it's for first. When you put things in your filter, they go in separate levels. Like I was saying with the activated carbon, let's get that out of the way. But when it comes to Purigen, this is great for water clarity and seeking out all the poop and stuff into your tank that creates the discoloration in your water. So when you take Purigen, I was first setting up my 75-gallon fish tank here, and I have ghost wood. And ghost wood, or any type of wood, when I was in the midst of still learning about how I should do these things, ghost wood is seriously, they leach tannins. Any wood will leach tannins into your tank. And tannins are the brown stuff that comes from the wood into your water, leaving that oaky looking type brown color. If you know me, I don't like the ghost wood, or I'm sorry, the ghost wood. I don't like the brown look in the fish tank, okay? I like it when it's crystal clear. I like it when there's just water clarity. There's nothing that you need to worry about when it comes to this. So at first I had to soak, here, let me grab it so you see what I'm talking about. So this is my, oops, almost tripped and died. So this is my ghost wood that I have in my tank. I like it as my middle piece. When you have wood as more of a natural look, and it's great for plecos like Cosmos that are suckerfish because they like to sit and snack on this wood anyway. But when you put wood in your tank for the first time, what I had to learn was you need to submerge it in water so that way it can soak over time. This took me about 31, 32 days even to finally soak. I had to continuously keep changing out the water. I put it in a big gray tub and I put the lid on it so that way the heat could stay in. Put boiling water. Now unless you have a huge pot that can fit your wood and you can boil it over the stove, you can do that too. And then it will leach all the tannins out as faster if you want it to. But when I put this in, going back to the Purigen, and I still had, after changing out the water multiple times until the water started to come out more clear, where it's not as brown. I put this in my tank when I was ready. But the factor was, I knew that I still had a bit of tannin still leaching out of this wood, no matter how long I soaked it for and changed out the water, like once a day. Every day, or if not every other day, out of the 31, 32 days that I did it. So when I put this in, and it finally submerged, which means it's not floating because you need it to, stay down. You don't want your wood to float up. So Purigen is a really good cleaning agent where it takes what is it? I have it somewhere. It's right here. I just haven't used it ever since. And it is rechargeable where you can utilize a certain bleach, not just the regular foam cleaning bleach, but I still have it. And I've just left it in this case ever since using it the first time. But this, hold on, let me just check something real quick. You guys, okay, we're good. We're good on that. Hold on. I don't know. Not right now. Anyway. Okay, y'all. So this is what I would use for the cleaning agent. This is activated Purigen. And this is what the bag looks like now. But normally when you first get it, they're like little yellowish pearls, okay? They're like little pearls. And you put it in the bag as I have it already, and you put it in your canister. This will seek out any of the poop, the coloration, and tannins in your water, and it provides complete water clarity. I only used this one time after soaking the wood for so long, getting as much tannins out as I could. Now I don't have that issue, and my water is clear as day. Like, I promise you, this stuff works very well. Didn't have to use it since. You can recharge it like a couple different times. I've just left it in here. Haven't recharged it, haven't used it since, but you need a certain type of bleach that I just haven't got. I can't remember right off the top of my head right now, but you need a certain type of bleach in order to let it sit for 24 hours, and then it starts to turn back to its original color. So when you go to put it back in your canister, it will then go back to being able to seek out all that color again if you have that issue. So that's Purigen. My skin is just so slow. But it's still draining, so we're good. Any questions or any comments or anything that I can answer, y'all just let me know. I'm just gonna look at something real quick. Hold on. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Co-host. Need to get better at that. Okay, I'm just checking some notifications out real quick. Oh, well, trying to be respectful. You good? Oh, let me see. Charging? Yeah, it is. Okay. Still waiting for this to get off there. Gosh, y'all, I don't know how the heck to do this. My lips are so freaking dry. So dry. I think the person is asking to be your channel moderator. Oh, is that what that means? Okay, well, unfortunately the answer is no. I'll be my own moderator for now. Sorry, but I appreciate the offer. Hey, drinking this water. Yeah, y'all have a siphon or anything, I would definitely recommend one of these guys' ways. They do help, it is time consuming when it comes to water draining and water filling, but honestly this thing does save people from this python snake here. Siphon helps save you from having to fill buckets upon buckets and save your back so you ain't breaking it. Like shit, my back is cracking over here because you can't keep lifting buckets and carrying it and then filling it and then unfilling it. It's just a pain in the ass, okay? It really is like. So when I finally discovered this over the years, I mean, this thing has been a lifesaver for sure. With bigger tanks especially. I mean, I can manage doing a 5 to 10 gallon without this. I mean, that's not an issue. I would just get one of the smaller siphons and help pump the water out from a 10 to 5 gallon. And then that's when you can go ahead, like drain it into a bucket, throw it outside, whatever you need to do. Or your sink or toilet, but you don't really need this if this is not like it, to be honest, but it's just how people want to go, it's how you flow though, you know, Okay, let me think. Does anybody else have any fish or anything like that? I'm curious, or am I watching, or is people watching me that is fish keepers? Might hop on live later on today so we could just talk about bullshit people put you through, because I love talking about motivation too. It's like advice, life hacks, stuff like that, or just talking in general, you know. Thank you, Dylan. Good to see you. I miss you, dude. I haven't seen you in so many years. High school was fun with you. That's funny. Okay. Gotta bring this in. Such a process. If any of you guys are wondering how I get my Oscar fish's colors, don't mind my dry lips, they're just sad right now. I need my chapstick. I'm lazy to find it. Get Hikari pellets, okay? Oh no. Okay, it's fine. It's still balanced. It fell, but it's fine. It's not swishing all over the place. Hikari pellets are really good. These guys help with the color of my fish. Like, he loves his Hikari pellets. Now, some Oscar fish can be different if you're talking about wanting to get the same species of fish as me. And my fish is not picky at all. I mean, carrots, he likes carrots, he doesn't love them. Apples, he goes ham for them, okay? Like, he loves those things. But he also loves his shrimp. I'll show you what else that I feed him. tank to empty out. All right, y'all. This stuff is also good for turtles, and it's good for feeding other types of breeds of reptiles, fish, whatever. This is good for, it's a very, like how it says, it's extra protein. So you don't want to overfeed your Oscar, your turtles, or anything like this too much of these, because these are red shrimp. And I keep this outside. I keep it outside on my patio, next to the patio door. It smells so salty, like it will make your place smell gross. So keep this, like I could even smell it right now, like the lid is like sealed straight on, but keep this shit outside. And then I'll bring it in when I'm ready, and then I feed him. So they're basically freeze-dried shrimp. And these, he loves to eat these too, but I'm not gonna feed him right now. I'm gonna like feed him after like an hour or so after I get him back in his tank, so that way he's good and he's set and whatnot. Now it's starting to finish siphoning. You can see the sand coming up in the bubble, so. Too much sand, no, it's fine. Normally when it's filled up with water like that, I'll just try to catch it with my hand, and then yeah, but that's okay. This time, I'm looking at the tubes of my filter. I'm going to leave these in here like that because it looks pretty clean still. It looks fine. Because sometimes the tubes in the back of my, where the canister gets attached, it is dirty, and then I'll literally wash it in my tub. Don't worry, I bleach the shit out of my things. I clean things. I'm a housekeeper at my regular job, okay? And I'm always wearing gloves like these. Literally, it's my habit. So we clean it real good after we're done. But I clean that in my tub, and then I like have like a long bristle brush that you'll sit and scrub the tube so you can get all the extra stuff that's out the tube. But because the tubes are still looking clean now, I'm not going to do that. I'll just remove the canister from them. So now that this is empty right now, I'm going to just let that sit for a bit. I normally rinse my sand about 4 times, but I don't want to like keep going too long on this and then talking y'all's head off. So what I'm going to do is freaking take this out, my canister. And another thing to know too is like you don't want to overflow. Sorry, no co-hosting y'all. I'm good. I'm gonna turn this off. Turn this off right now. I'm gonna start doing this too. Taking this out. I like to leave the towel on and then just mop the floor later on, but leaving the towel on the floor so it's not sitting on the wood, whatever. So now that I'm happy with how I clean the sides of my tank with the sponge and everything, this time I just use the hot warm water mixture with the sponge and my toothbrush to get like the extra little tubing and stuff too. I'm going to go ahead and now remove the canister filter. This is the part where hopefully all you guys can see. I'm gonna have to readjust this so you guys can see how I take the canister off. So let me grab this phone too, and then I'll grab the other one in just a second. This is that canister. How will I balance this? Let me see. Time will tell. I'll get more used to this more often, but I just gotta freaking get like the right angle, damn it. Okay. So this is the canister. You want to remove this part, but you're going to need a bucket for like the remaining water that will come from those tubes out here, so you're not leaking it all over the place like I've done before in my past. Yeah, that was not a good time. It was definitely not a good time at all. It sucked. Okay. Do. How do I do this? I don't know. We're gonna try and figure this out. Hold on. My glove is like giving up on life, but it's okay. I still have it. It's still working right now. I'm just trying to figure out how I can, oh, I should get my chair. Hold on. Okay. So I'm gonna balance this on my other phone on this chair so it's easier to like see. Because right now this phone for my TikTok's on a tripod. See, on a tripod. So this one will balance right there. There we go. And I'll bring y'all down this way. And I can see it like that. Okay, cool. So that's how I clean my canister here. And what we're going to do is, I got this extra little water. Oh, you know, I'm going to empty this first because this is the bucket that I'm actually going to use. So that way when I go to drain the canister, it's not getting everywhere. That's something you don't want to get all over the place because, yeah, that would suck. Let me just drain that real fast. Okay, so the way to do this part, I'm going to turn those bubblers off real fast. Oh, shit, close one. All right. Turn the bubbler off so it's not sitting there just blowing bubbles for nothing. Okay, let me know if y'all have any questions or anything. Try my best to answer at the same time. So what we're gonna do to remove this is this part will come off on the top. Hopefully y'all can see it. It's like this little clip part. You gotta be fast with it so it ain't leaking all over the place. So you lift it up and then we'll remove the tubing. Ooh, I don't want to lift that part up yet. Pretty heavy. And I'm going to just put that there. A little water got on there, but that's okay. Because it's going to sit and drip. If you want the rest of the water to come out, press that down. That's draining from those tubes right there. So like that. And yeah, always have a freaking bucket because I learned the hard way. And I was freaking throwing a fit. I was like, no, I don't want everything to drown and get all wet. Like I was freaking out when I was still trying to learn this part of the process. But yeah, that's really what you want to do. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just going to get a rag so I can dry it. It's right here anyway. But just dry the remaining of what did get a little wet. That's okay. As long as you just don't let it sit and soak, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Just put that on the bottom of the lid. Multitasking. So, this is the Aquatop canister. This is what I utilize for, hold on, I'm trying to see. So this is what I utilize for my fish tank. This is my big baby. This thing is heavy, okay? So, she has on a nice UV light option to turn on with this little button press that is here. Let's carry you guys this way right here. So this is the little button press for the Aquatop. It comes with like a little plastic piece. I wish this was like more rubber or silicone type deal, not just plastic, because it helps stop the water from coming in. You just put that on, but it has a little switch to turn on this little UV light. So when you go to move the canister, it's protecting your beneficial bacteria in there without disrupting anything. And here's a little hold option here, a little thing to make it easier to carry. So I'm gonna carry this is the fun part. I'm gonna carry this to my sink. I'll be back with the other phone. I'll be back. Okay. So, God, this thing is heavy. I'm at the gym right now with this motherfricker. Okay. So, here she is. Okay, hold on. There. Bring y'all back over here too. Let's see if y'all can see, right? Here we are. Sorry, no almost. God, y'all, this thing's so heavy. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the top. Okay, it's where those extra tubing pieces go in. And this is like the little lift thing when you go to prime your filter, which means fill it up. And we're going to go ahead and, hold on, what in the hell? take this out. I'll make sure I'm not showing them both, but hopefully y'all can see. I might stop on TikTok for a little bit and then I'm going to switch to my Facebook. So that way we can start building some audience up here. Let's see. I'm going down just for a little bit. Okay. I'm going to start taking her apart. You want to grab these handles that are here. There's 4 of them. And then we remove the handles like so. And then you just take the thing and lift it up. You hear all that extra water? I'm actually going to take this off real quick. Hold on. I'll siphon from the sink. Put that baby in there. This is where I'm going to take her out. This canister works very well, by the way. It's nice and quiet. It's a nice canister. So what you see is what it looks like on the bottom. What it looks like. I'm going to separate this from the sink here because you need a screwdriver for this part. But if you're trying to see on the inside, let me just show you real quick on this phone. Why isn't it letting me like swap it? I'm trying to reverse on this phone here. Start a pull. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's what it looks like right here. On the inside, where you have all these pieces here. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna do it from here, and then y'all can kind of follow along. So, anyway, you remove this part. It's kind of like semi-awkward how you have to get in. Just give me a second. It takes a second to kind of do this with one hand. But yeah, this is what this part looks like here when you go to remove the filter. Okay, yeah, I can't do this with one hand. Just kidding. I tried. Give me some effort. A for effort, yeah? Okay. So, an easy... God, how did I lift this before? It takes me a minute to remember freaking steps that I've done, so don't mind. But like, it won't let you lift with 2 fingers, so you have to like come around like the edge or something. How the Give me a sec, y'all. Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure out the problem. Copyright? No. No copyright problems. It's not what I want. Oh, just give me a sec. I'm gonna take the water out real quick. Dump it out. Yeah, dump the water out first. It's easier. Dumping the water. Getting it all out. So that pressure of it sealing like shut will finally get out. God, how the hell did I do this before? I've done it like 8 times, jeez. Takes me a sec to remember, once again. Just give my brain a second to kind of play with it. It's like a suction cup in there. All the water. Yeah, the struggle is real, guys. I'm just gonna have to watch me struggle until I figure this shit out. I've been lifting it up before. I don't know why it doesn't want to this time. I think moderator. Okay, it's just the same. Struggling, guys. I'm struggling. That thing was like stuck right there. Why is it just not coming out? I might have to stop my live just to freaking figure this out for a second, so it's not just me sitting here struggling until I get it out. Hold on. I guess I grab this sucker and kind of get it to release. Dude, what in the hell? Okay. All right, y'all. Sorry, I'm gonna stop this live so I can sit and figure this out. Cause yeah, I swear to God, this thing. I've done this like 8 times, and all of a sudden it just doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah. I'll be back. I'll be back. Give me like 5 minutes. Oh, how do you stop this thing?